looking at an exceptionally nice 1934 Ford pickup. We're going to walk around, talk about it like we usually do. I've enjoyed spending a lot of time with this truck. It's spectacular in its presentation and its build quality. It was restored by a restoration shop in the Northwest, very well known. Done right. It's began life as an original 34 Ford pickup, or began its restoration as an original beautiful rust-free 34 Ford pickup. Kind of just take it all in a little bit, and I'll cruise around and give you the idea on the modifications on it. This is the original bed to this truck. A lot of nice ideas were done with it. The tailgate's been had the latches turned internal here. The bed itself has had a Raptor coating done to it, as the bottom side of the fenders, running boards, that type of thing. Sitting on a Cornhusker chassis. Has triangulated 4-bar in the rear. Adjustable coilovers, drum brakes in the rear. Stainless steel fuel tank. Just looking at the finish and everything kind of gives you a really good idea. Study the reflections on it. A couple of modifications that they did. They're very subtle, but it's really truly a resto rod pickup. It's nicely done with wonderful powertrain underneath the hood. They bobbed the rear fenders here. Again, we'll have full restoration photos of this truck posted at Spud's Garage, or a good portion of them. We have over 611, or over 600 I would say, restoration photos. The finish is just, I'll let it speak for itself there. You can see the reflections in the doors. We'll get inside and cover it like we usually do. Again, all original steel. The top itself has been chopped 2 inches right about here, and we have pictures of it in bare metal. Just subtle changes like we talked about. It has a functional cowl vent. The cowl itself has been extended 2 inches here to give you just a little bit more room, and also to center the cowl vent up front. Underneath the hood, here's the fun part. It has a 409 Chevy 409 aluminum cylinder heads. We'll get into the specs on that at Spud's Garage as best as we can. VIN number's right here. Has a 700 R4 automatic overdrive transmission. Ford 9-inch rear differential. Up front here it has a Super Bell dropped axle, and we'll get it up on the lift for you like we usually do. Disc brakes, marble finish on the axle, and a lot of components up front. Hairpins up front. The level of quality of this restoration is, it just, as I mentioned earlier, simply inspiring. So naturally, when they extended the nose on it, they shortened the hood a little bit. This is a correct grill, original grill to this truck up front here. 32 grill shells followed in the pickups all the way to 1934. It's been updated with guide headlamps up front here. These are reproductions, but are beautifully finished hot rod piece that's added to them. Dropped headlight bar. Has a custom Tom's reworked front splash apron here that's molded around the frame horns. Chrome bumper irons. Factory style in its presentation, but really a blast to drive with a 409 underneath the hood. Over here on this side has an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold, Edelbrock carburetor, AFB style, Mallory Unilite distributor. Just runs perfectly, runs cool, electric cooling fan, aluminum water pump. Again, fit and finish throughout is just incredible. Get you up close here and let you look at this. Beautiful day in the park here. Really warm, 100 degrees, about 6:30 in the morning. The interior itself here, I'm going to get some of the details as I cruise around. Look at the top finish on the doors here. Has a very high-end marbled leather interior with black highlights in it. The dash has a wood burled finish to it that's kind of along the tones of the truck. Low car style shifter down low here. All the wirings underneath the seat will give you a really good picture of that, and pictures of that at Spud's Garage, so make sure you go there. Tight square weave carpet up front here. These are hard floor mats, or have a plastic backing on them, thick plastic. Look at the detail here. The bed's capped. Again, this is an original bed. It's not a reproduction bed, so it's really not been modified other than smoothing it out just a little bit. Get up back here, kind of cover the roof for you. Drip rails, you can see how nice this truck was. You can see the factory pinch welds or spot welds in the drip rail here. Again, this truck was stripped to bare metal. Modifications were done. It was a bare mount car. These are the original fenders to it where they filled in the spare mounts here. We'll have pictures of that. Rear fenders have been bobbed again in the back here. Look at the reflections on the side here. We'll get into the tire sizes and everything at Spud's Garage up on the lift here for you. Then we'll spend a little bit more time underneath the hood. The stance is just right. Just right rake. We'll kind of give you a peek at the bottom side. It's just as nice on the bottom as it is on top. Again, the Raptor coating carries through to the bottom side of the fenders, the bottom side of the running forwards, and the bottom side of the body. A lot of beautiful craftsmanship here. Right, we're gonna get up inside and give you a really good peek inside here. Like we talked about on the other side, the level of detail on every door jamb and every piece is just unbelievable. The drip rails here. Down here in the door jambs, that type of thing. We did mention on the passenger side about the wiring, but I wanted to expand upon that a little bit. It is a work of art. Again, we'll have photos at Spud's Garage. 100% professional restoration. This is all a marbled leather, burgundy leather. Might be a little bit of a long video. Up here is the headlight switch, and this here is an overdrive in or out switch, so if you want to use the overdrive you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Kind of a limework style steering column on it. Banjo style wheels, stainless steel. See the factory hardware here. We'll get down in here. It'll be hard to kind of get a good feel of the finish there on the dash. Tones are burlwood tones are along the lines of the truck. You really kind of have to look at it. It's got a very high gloss finish on it. Has SoCal instruments in it. Turn metal dash insert. LED lights for the turn signals. There's the overdrive shifter. Push button here. Very easy to drive foot position wise. Clearly drive it with 1 foot, which is nice. Windshield does crank out like it's supposed to. Loosen this up a little bit. Kind of give you a feel there. Hard to do one-handed. OEM style handles and hardware. Fire it up here for you. There is a battery turn off in front of the seat here. Road cool down all the way down here. About 150 on the way down here. I've been photo shooting and stuff, so it's had a chance to cool down a little bit. 50 pounds of oil pressure, 14 volts, and we did fill up the fuel tank to begin our documentation here. So, had about a half when I started, and it is on full. Comes with a full soft truck cover and grill bug shield. We'll walk around on the outside here. Has 205/65 R15s up front. Catch the body paint there. Beautiful finish, all steel. Has 235/70 R15s in the rear. Exhaust comes out the back here, very nice. There's a drop down license plate here. See, the finish comes all the way down. Bottom side of the fenders are coated to help with rock stars. Again, reflections. All right, we'll get you the undercarriage here. Very nice, like we talked about during the walk around. Exceptional quality build. There's a stainless steel custom fuel tank in the back. Custom exhaust, 2.5 inch. This is a Cornhusker chassis, which has a triangulated 4-bar suspension in the rear, adjustable coilovers, Ford 9-inch rear differential housing, 9-inch. Fuel filter right up easy to get to there. See the triangulated 4-bar, a couple cobwebs on it. Edelbrock 304 stainless mufflers on it. Cornhusker chassis are super nice. Tubular inner structure here, well built, engineered specifically for hot rods like these. Running boards. Trans cooler right along the frame rail there. Body color 700 R4 automatic overdrive. Horns mounted down low here. Brake bias valve right near it. Master cylinders right here. Has traditional 4-pin or a hairpin up front. We'll slide this back. Bottom side of the steel fenders. Hairpin suspension up front like we just mentioned. Stock style Vega cross steering. Super Bell dropped axle. Pitman arm matches the axle. Wrinkle finish on it, iron finish. Same thing up here on the front spindles. Those are GM style calipers up front here. High amp 1-wire alternator at the bottom side of the 409 big block. Again, finished like the rest of the car with these truck GM performance style exhaust manifolds. Cast iron, nice fit of the exhaust on this here. Again, the Super Bell drilled, dropped axle. Very high-end professional build. The chassis is finished in a high gloss finish. See the 4-bar mounts up there. The bottom side of the body is also a body color finish. Rhino style coating. Anyway, you get the idea.